In the previous episode of the Street Fighter Story Explained, we saw how Ryu and Ken started their own journey towards an unknown destiny, as a mysterious figure shows interest in the Satsui no Hado, the same power that led to Ryu losing himself and forever scarring the Emperor of Muay Thai, Sagat. We also learned that Akuma is back and was able to exact his murderous revenge. Goken, the Ansatsuken master who lived a life of peace and taught Ryu everything there is about life, is dead. Murdered by his own brother Akuma. This tragedy, coupled with Ryu's tapping into the Satsui no Hado to defeat Sagat, has left the young martial artist in disarray, doubting everything he learned about life and himself. Not sure what to do, Ryu decides to find his master's murderer, avenge him, and find the answers he seeks about the nature of the Satsui no Hado. Leaving the dojo, Ryu embarks on a new journey into the unknown. Around the same time, Bison, the mysterious figure that challenged Goken recently, is starting to make his move. Through his crime syndicate known as Shodown, Bison is slowly moving the pieces towards an unknown ultimate goal. His influence started reaching all corners of the world. He soon would control known drug cartels, order assassinations, and achieve political influence. Bison's reach and power grew unchecked, and so was his own army and arsenal. Recruiting top-of-the-line scientists and private military units, as well as developing state-of-the-art technological projects. The mysterious leader also showed an interest in known fighters. He recruited 3 powerful warriors and appointed them as his lieutenants. First was the former boxing heavyweight champion Balrog. This disgraced boxer was known for his sheer power and illegal moves in the ring. He was kicked from the boxing circuit after accidentally killing an opponent in a match. His greed and lust for both money and power made him an easy recruit for Bison, who he now serves as an enforcer. The second fighter that Bison recruited is the Spanish bullfighter and ninja Vega. Born to a noble family in Spain, Vega is a twisted individual who is obsessed with beauty. Trained as a bullfighter, he later traveled to Japan, where he learned the art of ninjutsu from an unknown master. Combining matador techniques with ninja skills, Vega was recruited as an assassin for Bison. And finally, the man whose reputation and life were ruined by Ryu's Satsui no Hado, Sagat. After losing to Ryu, the former Muay Thai emperor has become aimless, consumed by revenge. His friends and students left him. While he has no interest in Bison and Shadowloo's agenda, he believed that joining the crime syndicate and having access to Bison's influence and technology would allow him to easily locate Ryu and exact his revenge. Sagat was hired as Bison's personal bodyguard. All 3 of these enforcers would be known as the Shadowloo Kings. It would not take long for the world powers to notice Bison's and Shadowloo's existence and threats. Several countries have started to make their move to infiltrate or work against the crime syndicate. The United States military would assign the task of investigating Shadowloo to Charlie Nash, a senior officer with a stellar reputation. Nash would soon realize that Shadowloo's influence has reached all corners of world institutions, including the United States military. This was all confirmed when a secret mission to Thailand, along with his top subordinate and friend Guile, almost cost them their lives due to Shodown informants. Upon his return to the United States and his Shodown investigation mission assigned, Nash and Guile would travel the world looking for clues about Bison and his organization. It was in one of those trips that the two met a young and strong woman working with the ICPO, Chun-li. Chun-li has been tracking Shodown for a while, especially since the disappearance of her father, a police officer who was also on the trail of Bison. As she was getting closer to the truth, Chun-li was ambushed by Bison's assassin Vega, who quickly defeated the young, inexperienced ICPO agent. Vega would hint to Chun-li that he knows what happened to her father before disappearing. Young Chun-li traveled the world following Vega's trail to learn her father's whereabouts. This is when Chun-li met with Charlie and Guile for the first time and was advised by them to work together as a team. Chun-li would then find the Spanish Matador ninja and was able to defeat him this time. Before leaving the area, Vega reveals to Chun-li that her father is already dead. Broken and saddened by the news, Chun-li vowed revenge while she accepts to work with the US government through Nash and Guile. As for Ryu, the wandering young warrior has been traveling the world, fighting different opponents and looking for his master's murderer. Due to him defeating Sagat, he became a Street Fighter legend that many fighters would seek and challenge. During one of these street fights, a young high school student by the name of Sakura Kasugano witnesses the full match and was awed by Ryu's might and techniques. Inspired by the world of street fighting, Sakura would later make it her goal to find the traveling warrior and ask him to become her master. The search for Akuma has led Ryu to a secluded island where he heard Goki, Akuma, is living. The island is known as Gokuento, and it would not be long before Ryu would come face to face with Akuma. A tense energy filled the air as both practitioners of Ansatsuken face each other. The battle was fierce. While Ryu was fighting with all his power, Goki was only testing Ryu's power. Akuma, who sensed Ryu's awakening of Satsui no Hado, stopped the match and explained to Goken's disciple that the Satsui no Hado is his destiny and the murderous intent is part of his very being that he would need to accept, as there is no escaping from its dark grasps. Before Ryu could fully realize the meaning of Akuma's words, the Ansatsuken demon shows his full might by destroying the entire island with his bare fists. And disappearing in the shadows. Ken, who has heard about Ryu defeating Sagat as well as his master's murder, decides to leave the US to find his old friend and learn more about what happened. After a little while, the two finally met. Ryu, seeking answers to many questions, asks Ken what it means to be a true fighter, and whether he believes that embracing Satsui no Hado is unescapable and the only way ahead. Ken, free-spirited as always, tells Ryu how the Japanese warrior is back to his old habit of overthinking everything and asks Ryu for a match. The two started what would later be seen as an important fight in both their lives. Both fighters have greatly improved since their last match. After a close fight, Ken emerges as the victorious one. Helping Ryu on his feet, Ken removes his red headband and gifted it to Ryu, asking him, whenever he feels lost, he should look at the headband and remember this fight as a way to bring him to his senses. Ryu thanked Ken for the gift and for the fight, and the two parted their ways once more. Shortly after, Sakura, the young girl who has been looking for Ryu for some time, finally caught up with the Wandering Warrior. Sakura asked Ryu for a match, to which he agreed. After a fun short battle with Ryu winning, Sakura asked Ryu to become her master. Feeling he is unworthy and that he himself still has much to learn, he declined the request. Sakura, disappointed by his decision, asked Ryu for a picture to remember this day, to which he had no choice as she took it before he even answered the request. Sakura Kasogano vowed to herself to learn Ryu's techniques on her own while still presuming him to be her master. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neogeonow. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Brian Tiard, Fahad Al-Suwaidi, Jacques Paul, Berugadono, and Enrique Sandoval, as well as special thanks to Shaka Asamiya, Refugio Robles, Felipe Guimara, Jihao Ju, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, Burned Retinas, Lily Wong Esmeralda, Goran, and Dangerman 1973. Those of you who are not yet Neogeonow patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the Neogeo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.